I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what. We might have some people who are new on the stream tonight.
Greetings, friend.
We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to go back to Bree. We're going to follow the footsteps of the Fellowship all the way to Rivendell so that those of you who are first-time viewers can watch the trek. And you know what, actually? We're gonna pull a video out of this for YouTube called From Bree to Rivendell. And this will become its own thing on the YouTubes. This is going to start at 11 minutes in. This will be fun. So any of you who are tuning in for the first time who might be new, we're going to make the trip all the way from Bree to Rivendell tonight, and then we're going to work on that Hobbit Day quest. What's up, Babylonia? So we are in Western Bree right now, approaching the Prancing Pony, which some of you may or may not have heard of. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. An important destination in any River Hobbit's journey. Any Lotro fan's journey. Prancing Pony, everybody. Lots of stuff goes down in the Prancing Pony. Just saying. Spoiler alert. I've got, so Redneck8 says, meant to ask, what server did you play on before the legendary servers? I've got characters all over the place. The character started off on, I honestly don't remember, years and years ago. I've got a bunch of characters on Laurelin, which used to be a European server under Codemasters. I have an account that has characters over there, and then I have characters on that account from here as well. Played there for quite a few years, and then I have another account, which is this account, which I've also had since launch, and this is, most of my characters on this account are on Landroval. I've got Landroval characters and Laurelin characters. Those are the two main servers. And then also on the original, thanks Visibler over on Twitch for that subscription, appreciate the support. I've also got characters on, I don't remember the name of the first, was it Arkenstone? I cannot remember the name of the first legendary server that Lotro did. I had characters on that. I don't know if that server's still around or not, because that was like 4 or 5 years ago. You're gonna make your way here, guys, to the south gates of Bree, and you're gonna head out down the road towards the Lone Lands. So we are following in the footsteps of the Fellowship of the Ring, more or less. We're not going to take it direct. We're not going to go direct to Weathertop. We're going to go by Weathertop. Because I love, that's one of the things I love about this game is how you can go the same places all the characters from the book went. So this is for the first time viewers. We're gonna ride to Rivendell, take the journey. Pixel asks over on Twitch, what's the difference between servers? Hey, thanks for resubscribing for the second month in a row over on Twitch, Simple Monk. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, and also thanks for the follows, guys. I've got a video that explains it in greater detail if you want to check out the playlist over on YouTube. But essentially, the difference is that the legendary servers launched, every time they do a legendary server, it's like if you've ever played classic World of Warcraft or EverQuest 2, EverQuest 1, those progression servers. It basically, the way the game exists right now on these servers is it's level 1 to 50. It's capped at level 50 and there's no expansion content. It's just the base game. And then in a few months after the server launches, a few months after that, they launch the first expansion, which in this case will be Moria. And then a few months after that, they'll do, I think it's Mirkwood is next. And then a few months after that, they'll do Isengard. And a few months after that, they'll do Rohan. And a few months after that, they'll do Helm's Deep. Whereas if you go to one of the live servers, all of the expansion content over the last 17 years is already live. And on those servers, the cap is like level 140. Also, the classic servers, those legacy servers are free to play. Whereas the legendary servers cost a monthly subscription. So you go VIP for the time that you want to play the legendary servers. And with these new servers, the ones that just opened up in August, there's a couple of differences compared to previous Legendary servers. One is that it is using new 64-bit technology, and we've talked about this when these servers first launched. The performance on these servers is much, much better compared to the free servers. The free servers, you'll occasionally get some. It's not game breaking, but it's annoying. You'll occasionally get some lag spikes or some rubber banding because there are some performance issues with the older servers. They do have plans, assuming everything goes the way they want. They do have plans to go back and add this tech to the free servers at some point down the road, but right now the new tech is only on the new servers, and it's a noticeable difference in performance. And also on these particular legendary servers, there is an event going on, which is like a seasonal thing. It's part of the server where I can't remember the name of it. Gosh darn it! But essentially, every time you kill a monster, there is a small chance that a even con or same level wraith will spawn, and you can either try to defeat it or you can run. And if you defeat it, you get some special currencies that you can spend at a special seasonal merchant who has special items that you can only purchase with the currency from this event. And then there's big raid boss Nazgul that spawn occasionally, and those require a bunch of high-level characters to take out. There's a special series of things that you have to do to take them out related to rings and etc. So there's a little bit of a difference in these new legacy servers, but mostly, or legendary servers, sorry. Mostly the big difference here is that it's level 1 to 50, so it's capped, and everyone is here outside of Moria. No one can go into Moria yet. We have to wait for the expansion to launch. So if you were to want to play with other players around your same level, the legendary servers would be the best, whereas the free-to-play servers, a lot of people are going to be at cap, and not necessarily grouping with low-level content. Yeah, I really wish they had controller support, Envy. Every week we play, I talk about that. I'm not a huge keyboard and mouse fan anymore because I've done it for too many years, and I much prefer controller, but unfortunately, this and Star Wars: The Old Republic, which are two older MMOs that I really enjoy, neither one of them have controller supports, which is why I only play this game like once a week. I don't have the patience to sit here and play mouse and keyboard anymore. Plus, I've played this game since launch, so I've put in my time. I still love it, and I still am happy to play it, but I try not to do very much mouse and keyboard if I can avoid it. So like World of Warcraft, I play with a controller. I'm so glad that they added that support. But it's a monetary investment, and I understand Standing Stones Games has to pick their battles. And one of their battles was getting new server tech, which they did. And new server tech is way more important than controller support. So ahead of us, everybody, there's Weathertop in the distance. And if you've never done the book quests in these games, oh, you're in for a treat. There's some really fun quests related to Weathertop. Especially that first horse ride across the wilderness. It's fun. Quests up there are a lot of fun. Here's the lowlands, everybody. This will probably take us a good 10-15 minutes to get over there. Don't forget to grab the horse, guy, stable master along your way.
Greetings.
And we're going to continue down the road. Now from here we're heading to the Troll Shaws, which is my favorite zone in the whole game. Even after all these years, I love the Troll Shaws. There are possibly some locations like Fanghorn Forest I think is cooler than the Troll Shaws. Rohan in particular, I just love the Rohan expansion. So we're going to be riding through here, past Osgurath, past Weathertop, over to the last bridge. Ooh, I wonder if I can remember where to find the trolls. I may have to look that up, it's been a while. So there's good old Weathertop up there. Welcome everyone. If you're tuning in for the first time, I play Lord of the Rings online on Monday nights. Tonight is a special night because it's Hobbit Day, so happy Hobbit Day. Well, I think technically yesterday was Happy Hobbit Day, but still. If you have not seen my reaction video for Tales of the Shire, that was announced yesterday, you need to. It looks awesome. I cannot wait to frickin' play. Weta Workshop. It's their first ever video game, and the vast majority of that team are all people who came over after having worked on Peter Jackson's films, the Hobbit films. They've worked on Rings of Power. They've worked on all sorts of stuff. The War of the Rohirrim film that's coming out in December. Weta Workshops has been working on Middle-earth for like 30 years. And they have their first ever Lord of the Rings game coming out in March. It's already added to our schedule. We're going to be playing it in March alongside Adamfall. But it's called Tales of the Shire. It's a cozy little game that's all about crafting and cooking and gardening as a hobbit in the Shire. It looks amazing. Alan Muddock says, ciao from Rome. Ciao, ciao. Ev asks if there's a new... Well, it says, wish we could get a new Lord of the Rings MMO game. Amazon is working on a new Lord of the Rings MMO. They announced it 2 years ago, I think. So that is still in the works. They're still prototyping, so I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. But I would say sometime probably within the next 5 years, we might see some rumblings from them on their MMO. Probably around the time that this game is, getting 20 years old, they'll probably start to release some more stuff. Oscarith is coming up on the left. We're on the Great East Road. We're going to duck in here. We got to grab the Stable Master over here. I haven't seen Standing Stones make any announcements related to that Arcan. Have they made a statement recently that they're adding controller support or something? Because I haven't gone and looked at their forums or read their newsletter recently. So if Lotro is adding controller support, I'd love to hear about it. Oops, get the deed here. Go back to the horse.
Well met.
Oh, so it's not official? Alright. Well, if it's not official, let's avoid any discussion about it, please. We only support official things from the company at this point. Copyright and trademark are pretty important. We respect those things in this community. It's a big deal for me. As someone who has created quite a few IPs, I definitely am a firm supporter of only official patches and only official mods and only official things are allowed. Want to make sure that Standing Stones Games gets the support that they need, because they're the ones who keep this game alive and well. But nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Standing Stones Games. There are quite a few people out there who would love controller support. I think it's a cool thing if they had the budget to do in 2025. It would be a cool addition. But I also want Broadsword to get on it for Star Wars Old Republic as well. Chop chop. Alright, ahead of us you're going to see a shift in the colors, everybody. We're coming up on the Troll Shaws, which again is like one of my most favorite zones in this game. Redneck says, not to get off topic, we heard you mention SWTOR. Do you play often or hop in once in a while? It's about the same as Lord of the Rings Online. I'll drop in about once every 18 months and play for about 3 months to catch up on all the content that I haven't seen, the most recent content. Usually it's about a 3-month journey for me to get through whatever's happened in the last 18 months. I played last year for 3 months at the beginning of the year, so I'm not due for another Star Wars The Old Republic fix for a while. But I have updated some of the guides this year, so I have hopped on a couple of times. But no, it's not something I don't even think I have it installed right now on the new laptop. Here's the last bridge. We've entered into the Troll Shaws. I'm gonna grab this Stable Master.
Greetings to you.
We're going to hold here for 1 second because I do not remember exactly where the trolls are, and I want to show this off while we're here. Since we're making a journey. I play No Man's Sky Sunday mornings at 5 a.m. Central. Stone Trolls Glade. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so it's just north of that dip. Do you want to come on stream, Frodo? Yeah, you're rolling around on there and talking to me from the distance. So I'll tell you what, we're going to put you on stream so you can earn your money. This is Frodo. This is my wife's cat. Those of you who tune in regularly, you know who he is. All right, we are looking for... We're going to go a little bit down the road here. I also will play No Man's Sky a little bit in between games, but I don't have a lot of time in between games right now. We did have some time earlier last week where I played for like 3 days in a row during the week, but that doesn't happen very often. No Man's Sky traditionally is only on the Sunday mornings. Right now the main game is Starfield. We're doing our second playthrough. We're doing a big outpost build right now, and currently we're prepping for Shattered Space, which launches on the 30th. Then that becomes the main game. And we're rolling from that straight into Diablo 4's DLC, and then from there into the New World Eternum launch, and then from there we're diving into Black Ops 6, the campaign, and then from there we're going into Dragon Age the Veilguard, which is going to be our big game for November. And then theoretically, if I have time in November, we're also going to go do Assassin's Creed Shadows and Stalker 2. But the main thing for November is going to be Dragon Age the Veilguard. I have a feeling that's going to be a 100-hour playthrough, a lot like Baldur's Gate 3 was. So, yeah, we've got our jam-packed next few months lined up, everybody. Indiana Jones, The Great Circle in December.
How can I be of
And then
service?
Greedfall 2 is going into early access tomorrow. I'm not going to start it tomorrow, but I think we're going to fill in a slot in December. We might do that. Greedfall 2, and then Path of Exile 2 also has an early access. So we're going to look a couple of those in like December and January once we get down to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And then next year we've got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Avowed in February, and we've got Tales of the Shire in March along with Atomfall. That's as far out as I'm scheduled right now. About 6 months. Yep, I am busy, Pixel. This is my day job. We stream twice a day, 9 a.m. Mountain and about 4 p.m. Mountain every single day. About 3 to 4 hours each stream. Multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so hopefully we'll see you both places. The day-to-day is over on YouTube, so all of the in-between stream stuff like game guides, reaction videos, movie reviews, stuff like that happens over on YouTube, so hopefully we'll see everybody in both places. And then there's a Patreon if you want to follow along my work as a sci-fi and fantasy author. There's a Discord. I have a homestead channel. I do ranch stuff with my brother. Big cattle ranch in southeast Missouri. We are busy people. Now somewhere up in here, and it's been a while since I've been here, so I'm going to try to find it for everybody on our way to Rivendell. There's a special location for those who have read The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, or who have seen The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings films. I can't remember if it's down or up. I think it's down. It has been a long time since I've been through here. About 2.5, 3 years probably. Because whenever I did my Lore Master, which I think was about 3 years ago. These are all purple mobs. I'm going to get my ass handed to me on the way to Rivendell. If I get knocked off, I'm toast. Something's chasing me. There they are. There they are. I found it. It was down. Here is a very special place, everybody. The Stone Trolls Glade. This is a perfect little example of why this game is so freaking awesome. Look at that shit right there. And tell me that that doesn't inspire you to go want to read The Hobbit or watch the films again or to log into Lotro and see it for yourself. Stone Trolls Glade, everybody. Love this place. These are the trolls that Bilbo Baggins talks about, exactly. Now I gotta try to get out of here and not get killed and get back to the road. And it's still gonna be a dangerous journey from here because the trek to Rivendell is not meant for level 30s. I'm not even level 30, I'm level 16. Oh my god, this is all like level 40 content, I think. 32 or something, 35. If I get hit once, I'm probably toast. Run! But hey, Bilbo Baggins needed to talk to me. Excuse me, Frodo Baggins needed to talk to me in Rivendell, so we gotta go. It's Hobbit Day, man. It's Baggins' birthday. Alright, we're almost to the road. Thanks, Redneck. Appreciate that comment. So over on Twitch said, streamers like you don't get nearly appreciated enough. Just wanted to say you're doing a fantastic job with the videos and streams you put out and talking with the community you've built. I always look forward to your work. Thank you, sir. No, thank you for tuning in. I only get to do this as a day job because people watch and come and hang out in the live streams and watch the videos on YouTube and support. We had a bunch of memberships going up. Resubscriptions, I should say, over on Twitch earlier. We've got memberships on YouTube. Thanks to everybody following along. I'm almost February will be my third year anniversary of doing this for a job. So it's been slow road. We were talking about it earlier today. Bubbalonia was saying earlier that like the last year has been really good. Like we've more than doubled our numbers this year. February of 2022, we had 700 followers, and we're closing in on 37,000. We'll probably be at least 40 by the time we get to the 3-year mark on YouTube. I don't know about Twitch. Twitch is still growing because we just started doing Twitch in October when they started allowing us to multi-stream. So YouTube is definitely way bigger, but pretty sure we'll be at 40,000 on YouTube by the 3-year anniversary. And then I ran right past a mount I need to go get because I'm stroking my ego. I think we're about to cross 1,500 on Twitch. This is a great place to come harvesting, by the way. Wood and ore. And hides. It's good for all three of those. It's a great circuit up here outside of Thorinhad. But it's like 35 to 40. You got to get leveled up a bit. And I totally bypassed. By the way, you're going to see two characters here. Those of you who have read the books will know who these two characters are. Those of you who have only ever seen the movies will not know who they are because they're not in the films. But a couple of special characters up here in Thorinhad. And we're almost to the Fords, which is an important place in film and book versions. We'll get there in a minute. One of these days we might have to go down into the Goblin City and go check out Gollum's cave. That's a trek, man. That's a even on a high level character, that's a trek to get down there. Belloc says it's a hobbits. 'Tis
What
a
can I
river
do for you?
hobbits indeed. Oh, by the way, I was supposed to get sidetracked. So there's two characters over here. If you've read the books, you know who these two guys are, right? If you've only ever seen Peter Jackson's films, you're forgiven if you don't know who they are, but they are very important characters. Elladan and Elrohir. I would urge you to look them up if you don't know who they are. Alright, we're back to the road and we're going to head to the ford. On our tour to Rivendell. Hang on, guys. I just heard something. I got to make sure it's not a cat doing something they're not supposed to do. Or if it's Chris coming home. It was Chris. She was coming home and from the grocery store. That was quick. Oh, you went and... Okay, yeah, okay. No hay tráfico ahorita. Oye, va a llover esta noche, entonces asegúrate que Mary está dentro de la casa, no deja suelta. Oh, I should share my mug that you got me because it's Lord of the Rings specific coffee mug that you got me today. I'll go grab that. Alright, so this will be funny to those of you who are Lord of the Rings fans. I got scared, like Chris scared the hell out of me when she came in the office. We were streaming earlier, I was playing Frostpunk 2, we were doing the first impressions video, and suddenly she sneaks in the office and thrusts this styrofoam box in my face, and I was like, oh my god, I got a jump scare on the stream. And then we pull this out. This is the coffee cup she got me. Lord of the Cats, the fellowship of the ring. I thought this was cute, too cute not to show off during the Lord of the Rings stream. So we're going to be using this for coffee very soon. It hasn't gotten washed yet. So we have a lot of cats around here. For those who are new, we have 8 cats. So half of them are named after Lord of the Rings characters. Like we have Merry, Pippin, Frodo, Smeagol. And then I have Luke and Leia. And then we have Dora the mom and Snow White, who's the adopted rescue cat. Yeah, technically they're all rescue cats, sort of. All right, I'm looking around for the controller, and I'm not even playing with the controller. All right, where am I? We need to head south. I have a bomber. Well, Envy, yeah, she's not, yeah, Chris went to the vet this morning. We had a bit of so this morning, that's Pippin. Pippin is the one who's got she's had a rough year. She's on the bed right now. She took a pill today. So she's having, she had surgery a few months ago, and the stitching on the inside did not absorb. It has been expelling through her body, and so it's been causing abscesses as it comes out when it happens. This is the 3rd time it's happened since the surgery. She had a 2-month run where she was fine, and then and then the one that happened 2 months ago, she expelled like an 1/8-inch size piece of debris, like a rock or something, that the vet must have missed when he closed her up. So. She's having another round of things coming out. We noticed this morning when we were washing her that the three little flecks. Yesterday morning we pulled debris out of one of the abscesses, and we were like, okay, so it's what we thought. Pulled some debris out. This morning she was washing. I was letting her look at it to see if she can't get out. She got some more of the little pieces we were able to get out. She opened one of them up. And then we noticed back in the original surgery spot, she had like an 1/8-inch abscess. So something down there was coming out too. So we noticed a new one. So we went and talked to the vet today, and he gave us some anti-inflammatories and anti-pain meds. And just, we're doing what we're supposed to do. There's no infection, so we're not doing antibiotics at the moment. It's just keep the wounds clean, check them as they come. The vet confirmed it's just bits and pieces of the old, it's debris from the surgery and old stitching that's getting expelled as opposed to absorbing, which sucks for the cat. She's not very happy today. She's doped up on an anti-inflammatory, but she's fine. There's no infection. Here's the ford of Bruinen, everybody. Whether you've read the books or seen the films, you know this location. This is where Frodo and the 9 Nazgul in pursuit meet up with a certain character. Now, depending on which version you know, there might have been a different character at the ford. But this is where the 9 get captured and there's the giant flood. And there's a really cool quest line in the book quest of this game where you get to go hunt down and look for proof of the Nazgul's demise. And you actually get to face off against some of the Nazgul. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Belloc says 8. I have 1 dog and 1 cat, but I guess with 5 kids, technically I have 7 animals. 3 of the 5 are grown. Other 2 almost. They're almost out. Yeah, we have too many cats. It was not part of the plan when we moved here. But such is life. And I am now Lord of the Cats, apparently. For those who like animals, we do a catio stream every morning on the Homestead channel, 4 a.m. I share the link over in Discord, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you can come hang out with the cats and the chickens at 4 a.m. every morning. Did they add it looks like they added a mount up here. I don't remember there being a mount here. It's been a few years since I've played. Oh, yeah, I do. I did play these quests last time. Never mind. I remember. I remember. That was a while back. Alright, you're coming up from the high moor to get to Rivendell. But yeah, between the cats and the chickens, we're always busy. I am. Chris is like, I want a dog. It's like, I'd love to have a dog. I don't know that I want a dog on top of everything that's going on right now. Do all of our cats get along? The bulk of them do because they're all from the same mother. However, we did rescue a cat called Snow White, who the female cats tolerate most of them. Pippin hates her. Uh-oh, I got knocked off. Run away, don't stop. Smeagol and Frodo hate her. She's been here for a year, and they still beat the shit out of her if they get a chance. So we have to be very careful about making sure that they're not out in the catio at the same time. And then Lucas is a big baby. It just hides under the bed all day, so she doesn't have any problems with Lucas. She plays with Leia. She plays with Dora. Her and Mary do not get along that well. They'll play together sometimes, but usually they don't like each other. And Pippin really hates her. So, I mean, most of them get along. Like the 7 get along very well because they're all from the same mom. They are 2 different litters, but they're from the same mother. Luke and Leia are a pair, and then the others. But Snow White was an adopted one, and the male cats, no. Don't like her. Well, I'm going to go ahead and log out really quick, everybody, because it seems like we might have that combat music bug. And I do want to trigger the Rivendell music when we get here. So I just want to make sure that we're getting this. Liam's here, says back to Middle-earth. We are back to Middle-earth. By the way, everybody, this is the perfect time for me to drop a link for Liam. I just finished Liam's debut novella tonight. Right before the stream, actually, I finished it. It's out. It's already, the pre-order is available for Kindle. I believe the paperback and hardback are coming available tomorrow, Liam. If that, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm grabbing the link. Hang on, guys. I wonder if this will... It's a pretty long link. I wonder if it'll let me do it in... hang on. I might be able to just do it this way. The paperback's out tomorrow with the ebook. Okay. All right, hang on. I got the link. We're going to drop this in the chat. For anybody who wants to go read a fun little fantasy novella, Liam has this coming out tomorrow. There's a link up in... Did it not share the link? There it goes. It took a second. There's a link on YouTube and Twitch for those of you who might be interested who like to read stuff. I'll have a review out tomorrow at some point. We'll talk about it again tomorrow morning a little bit during the morning stream. You're welcome, Liam. Liam has been working hard at becoming a working author, working writer. He's been hustling his ass off the last couple of years, submitting stuff to all sorts of places, getting published in lots of different small publications, working his way up the food chain. I believe he has a piece of fan fiction up for us over at the Patreon page for the last project that I worked on, the Weave in the Void project. That link would take me a lot of time to go dig up, so that one's not happening while we're live, because I don't remember where that post is. That was a while ago. It was probably a year and a half ago. Anyway, folks, go check the link out. Feel free if you like reading fantasy stuff. Support an indie author. Liam has given me a ton of support over the years, all the way back to 2014 when him and his brother bought t-shirts to our MMORPG that we were building. So I'm only more than happy to throw it back out now that I finally can. Ha ha! All right. I think we have the music now for Rivendell, which is what I was looking for. Sometimes the combat music can be a little buggy. Alright, but we are about to come upon Rivendell, everyone. Feast your eyes upon him, Lathers. And enjoy. And we're going to go meet Frodo to work on this quest for Hobbit Day. Alright, we're getting some glimpses of the valley down here, with the waterfalls, the surrounding mountains, and there in the far north we've got Misty Mountains, northeast-ish. Let's make our way down. We'll get a better view of the last homely house here as we come around the corner. Now entering Rivendell. There's the music. And there's the last homely house, where we're going to find some very important characters to both film and book versions of the Lord of the Rings. Look at that view, everybody. Here, let's stop for a minute. I need a better place that's not covered by trees. What I wouldn't give for a photo mode, but we can still turn name tags off. Get some pretty epic screenshots and try not to fall off the cliff, which I have done on more than one occasion. Trying to get really badass screenshots in Rivendell. The cliffs are dangerous, kids. Yes, it's a 17-year-old game. It still looks pretty damn good for a 17-year-old game. Obviously, it does look a little dated in some areas, but especially the newer stuff, they've done a really good job. I've been really enjoying the River Hobbit, Swanfleet, and Cordelin zones. Those have been great. The music is awesome. It's a much longer series than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be done in like 10 or 15 hours, and I'm way beyond that. That's what we're normally doing on Monday nights, as we're going through the River Hobbit starting area, which is what they added last year with the Umbar expansion. They added River Hobbits, which is what this character is, and Mariners, which are a brand new class. The Bridge of Rivendell, everybody. Liam says, sorry, changing a diaper. It's nice to have something physical with just my name on it. It is a nice feeling. It's even cooler when you start to see it show up on other people's bookshelves. Not
Hail,
gonna lie.
friend, and well
There's
met.
nothing wrong with stroking the inner ego as an artist from time to time. It's that scene from why am I blanking on the Island movie with Tom Hanks? I have made fire! You know, it's like that. It's like you can point to your book and like, I have made book! Castaway, that's the name I'm thinking about. Yeah, when you have your own book on your shelf or you see your book on someone else's shelf, it's definitely an ego moment. It's like, welcome to the last homely house, everybody. Thus concludes the part of the stream that is dedicated to the episode of the journey from Bree to Rivendell. Now, we're going to be continuing the stream, obviously, but if you're watching this in video format over on YouTube later, this is why you tune in, so you can come see this kind of stuff live. And that took us roughly 40 minutes. Roughly. Obviously, I stopped and talked a couple of times along the way, so that's probably closer to a 30-minute journey if you do it the old-fashioned way on a horse. And bear in mind, I do have a horse that has the run speed, so I have 78% run speed. New players aren't going to have that. I think you're limited, is it 32 or is it 64? I don't remember what the base speed is for new free-to-play players. It would definitely be slower, but I would say calculate 30 to 45 minutes to go from Bree to Rivendell. If it's your first time, give yourself an hour. For sure. And for everybody else, we're continuing onwards because we have a quest here to celebrate Hobbit Day. To meet up with Frodo Baggins to prepare a gift for Bilbo.